A very big hello to all my dear students. So, in continuation with revising for the INICT, some typical topics that need revision. So, today in our T2O series, we will be taking a few more topics from the retina chapter that I would request you to kindly revise. Okay? So, welcome to your favorite channel, you and I. Very important, they have asked you about the layers of the retina, which is the basic, and you should be very, very clear. The histological diagram should be revised properly, all of you. So we all know the outermost, this is your choroid. After the choroid, retinal pigment epithelium, correct? Then comes your layers of rods and cones. Then comes external limiting membrane. So rods and cones, this is the outer segment and inner segment. So the outer nuclear layer has what? The nucleus of rods and cones. Just don't forget, outer nuclear layer is nothing but nucleus of photoreceptor cells. Now this is so important, and you shouldn't be making mistake here, but many do. That's why we are revising. It's very simple also. Then comes outer plexiform. Again, it means axons of the rods and cones are synapsing with bipolar cells. And what is there in the inner nuclear layer is not only bipolar cell, but we all know we have bipolar, we have amacrine cells and horizontals. That all constitutes inner nuclear layer. And the axons here will then finally synapse with the dendrites of ganglion cell layer, which is then this is what is inner plexiform. And ganglion cell layer, the axons will form the optic nerve. This is the nerve fiber. So we have to be very, very clear what are the cells in each layer of the retina, and we should also be able to label the histological diagram. Hope it's clear. Another thing, of course, apart from the important topics like your diabetic retinopathy, you have to know about CRVO, CRAO. I have already discussed about CRAO in detail in your previous sessions as well. Another important thing is this slide which was asked. So, what is this? This was again asked in INICT exam. What you are seeing here is this is inverse hypopure. After an RD surgery, if I'm using silicone oil as a vitreous substitute, it can leak into the anterior chamber. Oil is lighter than water, it floats above the aqueous. This is what is called inverse hypopure. And the other name is hyperleon. So let's revise this and remember this. And apart from the important topics, they have also asked you about dark choroid sign or silent choroid. So silent choroid is nothing but from the fluorescein angiography, you see at the no choroidal fluorescence is visible. It's dark background. Only the retinal vessels are visible on the angiography. What is this? Dense deposition of lipofuscin. I cannot see the choroid behind. This happens in Stargardt's disease. Picture is what is called silent choroid, or we can also call it dark choroid sign. Okay, so this was another important question. We'll not forget. All due to lipofuscin. And why do you see here some fluorescence? Because of the atrophy of the retinal pigment epithelium. What else we can see? It typical of Stargardt's. So this is typical of Stargardt's disease due to dense lipofuscin. I hope I said this. So Stargardt's disease is nothing but dystrophy of retinal pigment epithelium. Okay, so where there is lipofuscin deposition, it happens in early decades and causes marked diminution of vision in a very early stage. Right? And if I go for autofluorescence, this is not angiography, this is fluorescein autofluorescence, AF, where I'm not putting the dye, but when I am seeing it through the fundus camera, I can see this fluorescence. This is due to the lipofuscin, which is very typical. It is going to fluorescence by its own without any dye. See the vessels? There is no dye in the vessels. Okay? And of course, on examination, we'll not forget in Stargardt's, what you get is beaten bronze appearance. What we are getting is beaten bronze appearance. So we'll remember this as well for the INICT. Just revise before. Okay? And in Stargardt's, we avoid giving vitamin A because it enhances lipofuscin. So we avoid giving vitamin A. Right? We just have to avoid sunlight exposure, wear dark glasses, and all this is supportive treatment. Otherwise, no effect. Correct? And what is the main investigation we do in any dystrophy, retinal pigment epithelium dystrophy, is mainly EOG, electrooculogram. We see the changes. Right? So that was all for today. Hope you're going to take all these topics seriously and revise, and all the best for your exams. Stay blessed, all of you. Be lions. No need to be afraid. Just try to give your 100%. God bless.